I found out that you really violated. Remember, I was buying backwards from the store.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the Beat Cave page. It's your girl Mehzk, and I'm here with Cruize.
Cruize, how you guys doing?
And our special guest today is
Gravymuzik.
Yes, sir. How's everything going, bro? It's nice to talk.
Not bad. Yeah, it's been a while.
Hey, yo, last time we saw each other was at camp.
Yeah, it was fun.
How's how you been kind of organizing your time, or like with music or everything? I guess like how's just how's everything been?
Well, kind of nothing's really changed for me, despite all like the COVID stuff. It's been it's been a relief because I mean I know a lot of people are struggling, and I'm just very grateful that I'm still able to pay my bills, go to work, and I still have clients coming in for music. So it's been a blessing.
Yeah.
I can't really complain. But yeah, in terms of like organizing my time, it's just more about, like try to be consistent, have a consistent schedule, follow my calendar as much as possible, and, like just get to work.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Like calendars are low-key underrated.
Yeah.
Big time, bro.
Yeah, we have one in his studio here too, and it's like we update it like all the time.
Yeah. Like I'm very big on like how many hours I'm actually like working and not working, and like tracking like distracted hours versus actual productive hours. And it's like the more you can minimize those distracting hours, like the more productive you're gonna be. So
100%.
It's like a big thing for me.
I love that. That's dope. That's a good way to look at it for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I guess we could talk a little bit about like how you decided you wanted to do what you do today. We're talking about like maybe like your habits, like you were talking about calendars and stuff. So maybe how that kind of became like a habitual thing when you really invested your time, in music. So yeah, what was the story? How was the come up? How did it all happen?
Oh man. I don't want to get too deep here, but I struggled a lot as a kid growing up. I was bullied quite a bit, and I never really had an outlet, and like my outlet was like either drugs or like just getting into some mischief, making the wrong friends. That was kind of a big thing, a big part of my life for a long time, until like I realized I needed to smarten up. I needed to change some things, and I don't know, like I was like around 13 or so, and I started playing guitar, and like that was kind of a step to like where things were going, and like how I wanted to, like what I wanted to do. But it wasn't until like I graduated from high school late, and then after high school I felt like I was just constantly playing guitar, and then I just turned into like me looking into audio school, and I got in. It was just super expensive, and I lost like one of my best friends that I lived with for like a year. And that had a pretty big toll on me, so I dropped out. But it wasn't even until like another probably year or so, and then I was like, man, like music's always been there for me. Like nobody's been there for me except for music. So I kind of just kept trying to do that.
It seems like you're at a spot now. Obviously, you want to be further down the path, but like you're at a spot where it's like music's kind of giving back to you in a way. Like it's like it's there for you. It's always been there for you, and now it's like here you go. Like that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
But that's a story for sure, bro. You're strong for going through all that. You're strong.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that.
For sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a really good journey, and like I'm just really excited to like just keep going and keep pursuing this path.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Gold at the end of the tunnel, or whatever, the shining. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, there's light. There's light still.
There's always light. And I guess we could talk about a little bit more, like how did you also like get involved with Beat Cave? Like what point in like, when you started to do this, like when did you realize like, okay, like there's Beat Cave, like I'm gonna, do this or that. So like, when was the first time you heard about them, and what was one of maybe your favorite moments?
Yeah, so the way Beat Cave kind of It's kind of a long story. So I met an artist named Adis at the BeatStars, one of the very first BeatStars meetups in Toronto, and we kind of clicked, and I don't know, we chatted for a few months, and then eventually he brought me out to a studio session where then I met Ben, Keegan, and Victor. And like the vibes were just really good. I didn't get to stay too long. I ended up having to leave, but I kept up. We followed each other on IG, and like I kept up with them, and like, we chatted here and there.
Yeah.
Keegan was running a blog at the time. I was following that. I found it very interesting.
Yeah.
And then I saw that he posted the Beat Cave, and I thought that was super interesting. It was something I always like wanted to do myself. And so I went, I talked to Keegan, and I don't know, I just had a ton of questions for him.
Yeah.
I was very new to like the whole engineer kind of game, and he had a lot of insight for me. So it was really good being able to talk to him about that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, eventually I kept talking to them. I kept approaching Keegan and like, how can I help? Like, how can I add value to Beat Cave? Just let me know. Like, I don't know. I just always I always just wanted to help and just, contribute to what they had going on. Because I saw how good it was for the community. Like we never had that before. And like when I first started, I definitely could have used something like Beat Cave. So
yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
And just about your story, to add in about Keegan, bro, everyone has a dope Keegan story. And
we're like looking at each other, we're like, oh my god, everybody meets Keegan in the best ways.
Yeah.
Keegan's like a guru. Like he's the all knowing guru.
It's the hair. It's the hair.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what all these stories are coming to conclusion.
Yeah, he's just good personality, and like he gets along with just about anyone. So
a question that I've been asking everybody is kind of looking back on your journey and closer to the earlier stages, so maybe even like before meeting Keegan or whatever you had going on, what is like something that you would tell yourself to like keep yourself on track, or like what kind of advice did you need, or did you follow when you were in that and you're just like, okay, I have to keep grinding, like I know I'm gonna get something out of this? Like what kept you going?
What kept me going? Man, that's a tough question.
Yeah. Or like what would you say to yourself, like some, I don't even know, tips or something, because there's people in that position. It's like just anything.
I would like, the main thing for me is like, I don't know, like it's a really tough question, but honestly I think like just staying persistent is like the biggest one. Like you have to, like, especially in this industry, you have to keep going. Even if people shoot you down, like things don't work out, like you got to keep going and like try to make shit happen for yourself. And nobody's gonna do that for you. It's always just gonna be yourself. Like nobody's gonna give you a handout. You have to earn it. You got to earn your stripes, and like it's just a tough industry. And I'm happy to be kind of in the midst of all of it.
Yeah, persistence.
Yeah.
Facts, to be honest.
Key, yeah. All right. Well, I think that's all the questions we have for today. Thank you for coming and talking with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. Appreciate it.